Hey guys, it's Fred and Sheila McCoy, Hatfield McCoy Museum, fredmccoy.com. Sheila's behind the camera.
Hi guys, hope you're having a great day.
We're going to show just a snippet of a video here in a second. And we've got several DVD players throughout the museum, and that shows different things on videos or historians or things throughout the Hatfield McCoy history. This one here is of Mike and Frank from American Pickers. Of course, Mike and Frank went to Godey's Hardware in Metter, West Virginia, and bought some stuff from Godey and Mike Ray, who have now passed away.
Yeah,
but
bless their hearts.
Yeah, and but while we're watching the video a while ago, we had some people in the museum. We're in between visitors now, and you know, we're sitting here watching the video, listening to it, and there was one part that stood out, and this is a good way. In fact, we've got another one over there of Bill Richardson on CBS show, and we're going to do one on that. But it goes to show you how people can speak things into history, how people can make you believe or think that this happened or that happened just because you saw it on a TV show. And that's what's happened throughout the years, especially with the legendary Devil Anse Hatfield, the notorious, bigger than life Devil Anse Hatfield, who was a murderer, a deserter, and a coward. Now, the reason I'm saying this like this is we're going to show you this video and listen to Mike and Frank. Listen to what a conversation they're having.
Okay.
And you'll hear Mike say who you want to be, a Hatfield or a McCoy. They're on their way to West Virginia. And he says, who do you want to be, a Hatfield or a McCoy? And Frank says, oh, I want to be a McCoy. Now listen, I'm Hatfield and McCoy, so I'm not going, I'm just telling you the facts here. He says, I want to be a McCoy, and he gives the reason why. And then Mike says, well, I wouldn't want to be a McCoy. The McCoys moved. They ran away. They moved away from the area. And Frank said, well, I wouldn't run. I wouldn't want to be a chicken or whatever he says. You'll listen to it on the video. And after you watch this, I want to comment on the other side of this video, and maybe you'll have a better understanding of how things have gotten started throughout life.
Danielle is setting us up with an amazing opportunity. We could be the first pickers to get into this old general store right in the center of Hatfield and McCoy territory. This is huge. Are you going to be a Hatfield or a McCoy?
I'd rather be a McCoy because I think those guys were mellow people. They weren't like the other people.
Well,
Like,
yeah, because the McCoys are the ones who gave up and moved.
I would never give up. I'm not giving up on my side either, so just keep your stuff on your side.
That was a good example right there, guys. You got to hear two men talking that know very little about the feud, if anything, of course, but that's the majority of the people out there as far as really researching and knowing the feud. Now, Mike says, who you want to be, a Hatfield or McCoy? And Frank said, oh, I want to be a McCoy. I don't want to be like those other people. And Mike says, well, you're going to be like the McCoys. You're going to give up and move. You're going to move away. And Frank said, no, I wouldn't move away. I wouldn't run. I'd stick with it. Well, that is how it gets started in life. This is just two people talking, but it's on a TV show where millions are watching this show. Now, if you're watching this show, you're thinking, oh, I wouldn't want to be a McCoy because they move, they run. Well, guys, what choice did Randall McCoy and his family have but to move? Remember, they burnt Randall and Sarah's house down. They burned it to the ground. They had no place to live. They had to move. And where they moved to was probably the only thing at the time available to move into. It's dead winter. It's January the 1st. It's freezing cold. Two of your children's dead. Your house is burnt. Your wife's beat half to death. You're going to take the first place that you can find. So, yes, they moved, but they had to move. They had no place to live. Now, on the other hand, let's take what Mike said. Mike told Frank, he said, oh, I wouldn't want to be a McCoy because they moved. They ran. Well, who ran, guys? Who ran? You've never thought of it like this, see, because Randall McCoy and Sarah had to move. They had nowhere to live. On the other hand, after the Battle of Grapevine, about 2 weeks later, who moved? Who moved from Mate Creek in a perfectly good home, perfectly good farm? Randall and none of the McCoys went and burnt Devil Anse's cabin down. Devil Anse's home place was there. Who packed up his family and ran to Logan County, Island Creek? Who did that? Who ran during the Civil War? Who got 19 of his best friends to line up on line and tie boys to trees and kill them? Who sent his sons and his uncle to a Kentucky residence to burn it down and kill them all? Kill all the witnesses. We've got to kill them all. Who did that? Devil Anse Hatfield did it. But see, to anybody that's watching that show or that segment right there, they're thinking, oh, I don't want to be a McCoy. The McCoys moved. Well, the McCoys moved because the McCoys had to move. Their house had been burnt down. Devil Anse moved. Devil Anse moved because he chickened out, because he cowardly ran to Logan County, West Virginia, Island Creek. Nobody burned his house down. I don't want to beat a dead horse. I hope you're understanding. Sheila, I'm not beating a dead horse.
No, you're okay.
I see you back there. But did you get...
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. One person says, well, I wouldn't want to be a McCoy because they moved. Well, they had to move.
They didn't
On
have
the
a
other
choice.
hand, he's saying he wants to be a West Virginia Hatfield because they were tough. Really? They were tough? Devil Anse was tough. Devil Anse, after the Battle of Grapevine, when they killed Jim Vance, Bill Dempsey, and took 9 prisoners, Devil Anse ran. There's nobody ran as fast or as far as Devil Anse. He ran plumb over into the mountains of Island Creek. Guys, that's just my take on it. Like I said, Sheila and I was sitting there listening to videos while some people was in there walking around, and we start talking about how easy it is. I mean, we know this. We know this from writing books. We know this from researching the feud. We know this from listening to some of these people that they have saying they represent the Hatfields and McCoys in Pike County and West Virginia. We know this. But that was a good example to let you see with your own 2 eyes on that video where these 2 men's talking. And one of them says he wants to be a McCoy, and then all of a sudden the other one says, oh, I don't want to be a McCoy. They ran. And he says, well, I don't either. I wouldn't run. Well, they didn't run. They had to go find a place to live. Devil Anse is the one that left a perfectly good home and ran. So let me get my deer here.
Hi guys, hope you're having a great day. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Thanks, guys.